I started the day with tea, then I opened Epic Games Launcher and launched the engine from the library. I was going to create a new project. To keep things simple, I chose the top-down template just to make things a bit easier. I opened the project in C++, but honestly, I'll probably use Blueprint most of the time. I named the project FF for now. I'll reveal the real name when the game is out. While the project was being created, I didn't just sit there. I walked around and checked things out. At the same time, I was waiting for the shaders to finish compiling. After that, I took a general look at the project, played around with the settings, tried to understand what's where. My first goal was very simple: print test tags on the screen. For that, I created a new actor, switched to Visual Studio, added a log, and tried to display the test tags, but it didn't work. I spent some time trying to figure out why, checked settings, looked through everything, couldn't find the issue, and then I realized I never added the file to the project. I dragged it into the project and it worked. After that, I tested it again and slowly started exploring the project and doing small things. Then I moved on to day two. This time I wanted to focus more on design. I decided to create a simple two-frame concept to show. I started drawing the first castle. I'm not that good at art, I just started, but this is just a draft anyway. So I drew the first frame on the screen. Then I started drawing the second castle. I drew the second one on my tablet and brought it onto the screen. I added flags to the castles, one orange, one red. At the same time, I placed one soldier on each side. At that point, the game concept became clear: a simple two-sided castle battle setup. On day three, I start turning this draft into an actual scene. First, I created a path, placed it at the bottom of the scene. Then I started adding details on top of it. But it felt too simple, so I shortened some parts, made things more compact. It looks a bit rough and cut in places, but I'll replace this with my own designs later. For now, I just want it to look decent as a demo. On day 4, I went back to the castles. I decided to redesign them, adjusted the walls, fixed the empty space, tried to make everything cleaner. Then I added a gate, placed it and adjusted its position, and slowly started adding more detail. During this process, I ran into a bug, or at least I thought it was a bug. Turns out it wasn't, it was just a camera angle issue. When I clicked with the mouse, it fixed itself. The character was just moving back because I was clicking on the wall. I noticed the same thing from different angles. But since there won't be direct unit control in this system, this part will mostly stay as a visual demo element. On day 5, I focused on the character. I created a new character, then I placed it on top of the existing one and controlled it that way. So basically, I created my own character setup. You can do this from scratch if you want, or you can follow a similar approach. I created a new controller, saved it, and tested everything. Then I adjusted camera settings again and checked everything once more. By the way, this isn't a tutorial. I'm not going deep into technical details. I just want to share the process. Maybe you can get some ideas from it. As you can see, I figured out most of it. There are just a few small adjustments left. After that, it should be fully in place. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to support and definitely share your thoughts and ideas in the comments. I can shape future content based on that. I haven't been making videos for a while, but I'll be back next week and continue. See you.